Hello, welcome back to Moonday Messages. We have a spicy message today. I'm so excited to get into it, but you know the deal before we get into it. These are the signs that this message is for you. We have 444, 555, 999, and then I saw walnuts, but right after that I saw like several different nuts, so nuts in general, then fireflies, and then what I heard was femdom. So for all my girls out there, if you're trying to get into femdom, do it. If you are interested in it, if you don't know what it is, I don't know how much I can say on here to it not being flagged or anything, so you might want to Google it or ask ChatGPT. But there are several different levels to that, so it doesn't even have to go really deep into the stuff that you might think about right now. It can just also be being a sugar baby, or just being treated in a princess way, but you have the upper hand by how it is going to happen. Check it out. Came up for a reason. And then we have the zodiac signs that this is for you. Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, or Virgo. This can be your big three. So sun, moon, rising. It can also be your Venus or your Mercury sign. Let's get into it. Okay, the sun is moving into the gate of depth. It is the gate 48, and it is it resides in the spleen. The spleen is the center of intuition, instincts, but also fears and the immune system. So you want to listen to your instincts, you want to listen to your intuition and not your fears, because that might get you sick. Okay, this energy is about the depth of knowledge and the fear of inadequacy, and therefore the drive to seek and share profound insights and expertise, and you allowing yourself to share the wisdom that you already gained, even though you might think that you don't know enough yet. Because if you know something about that topic that you want to talk about, chances are pretty high that there are people out there that don't know anything about it, or at least less about it. Or there's someone that knows more, and you start sharing, and then that person is like, oh, that's interesting, that's what I thought in the beginning as well, and then I got more into it, and then I realized it's more this. Or they're just like, oh, that's interesting, that's exactly how it started for me, let's exchange. Okay, don't be afraid to share what you already know, because this is about diving deep into subjects or skills that you for you to achieve a level of mastery and understanding beyond the superficial. So sometimes, I don't know if you've ever had that happen to you in school, when you like understood something and someone else did not, and you helped them understanding it, you gained an even deeper level of understanding of whatever it was that you were teaching or helping that person out with. Because when you share, what happens is you start trying to make sense of it in your brain and find words to explain it so someone else understands it. So you make it easier, digestible for someone else, which also helps your brain to understand it in a different level. Okay, so don't be afraid to share what you already know, because this is like the potential for wisdom, innovation that comes from really thoroughly exploring that topic and the willingness to confront the fear of not knowing enough. When you actually allow yourself, see, my hand is itching, my left hand is itching. Abundance. This is the hand of left side is receivership, right hand is like feminine, right hand is masculine and action taking, right? So receiving knowledge, allowing other people to receive what you know, allowing other people to be touched by your wisdom, by your knowledge, by your mastery, by the way you put these things into words. Because sometimes maybe people already know everything there is to know about that thing, but you bring it to them in a different way. Your way of storytelling or explaining it is going to open up something else for them. That's why I always say, even if you already had a human design reading, get another one from someone else. If you want to go deeper, if you already had one and that's why you're thinking, oh, I don't want to book another one, think twice, because sometimes people find different ways of exploring or explaining something to you in a way where it just clicks better. And then also, time moves, you change, and then maybe when someone else explains it to you, you're like, now that makes so much sense. When I had my first reading a year ago, it didn't make sense to me, but now it does, the way you framed it, the way you put it. Okay? So don't be afraid to go out there and share your knowledge. What came through when I was channeling was that you should explore the depth in any way. Sexuality came up for me again. So allow more pleasure in your life. Allow yourself to dive into exploring your body more, exploring what you like more, exploring what you're into. Maybe you are interested in femdom. Maybe you are interested in being poly. Maybe you are interested in the same sex. Maybe whatever it is, I want you to allow yourself to do this. We are spiritual beings, yes, but we are also physical beings. We are in the material world. We are here to allow ourselves to receive pleasure, to receive materialistic things. Also, you are not less spiritual when you are into shopping, when you're into clothes, when you're into liking material things. If there is you compensating for something else, for a lack or for a void that you can't fill, that's a different story. But when you are really with you and you feel like it is coming from a healthy place, that doesn't make you less spiritual. You are in the material world for a reason, and that also means that you are here to explore your sexuality, to explore the depth of your physical body in every way. I was celibate for 3 years. And after that, I don't think that I've ever shared this online, so I feel like sharing it right now. The moment when I broke my celibacy was with my very first threesome. And I never, like, I was always kind of interested in it, but I never really allowed myself to go there. Also, I was in a relationship from 16 to 24. And then pretty much after that, right away again, up until I was 30. And then I was single for the first time. And then I was in another, like for the first time, but like for a longer time. Then I was in another relationship. And after that, I was celibate for 3 years. So I allowed myself to get to know my body better by not letting it being invaded by someone else for a while. It was not the plan to be celibate for 3 years. The plan was 1 year, but after a year I didn't feel like that was enough, so like I went on, and after 2 years I felt like, okay, now I want to open myself up again. But then I didn't find anybody that was worthy of it, because I was like, no, I don't want to go where I went before. Like, I actually know what I want now, and I'm not going to let anything else invade my space that is not what I deserve and what I want. And then after 3 years, I was just like, okay, let's end this with a bang. Like, it happened very naturally. It happened. It wasn't planned. That's what I'm trying to say, right? It wasn't planned. Like, we swiped on an app, and then I was like, that's interesting. They flew me out to Thailand. So, like, it was a whole beautiful pleasure story for me as well to be treated that way. It was a married couple, and then I was like, okay, that's nice, like I enjoy this. And I want you to allow yourself to do the same, to allow yourself to, if that is something that you want. I'm not trying to say like you have to do that, but if that is something that you have a little bit of a stigma around because of society, and that's why you don't allow yourself to do specific things, I want you to try to break this, because it is so beneficial to you when it comes to regaining your power, understanding yourself better, when you allow yourself to follow your joy, to follow your pleasure. The sacral center is the center of life force energy, creation energy, and sexual energy. So the same way how you can allow yourself to go into depth of that is being creative. Creative energy is the same thing. It's coming from the same source as sexual energy. It's coming from the same source as your life force energy. It's all the same center where these energies are coming from. So you can also, maybe you were just like, when I talked about allow yourself more pleasure or follow your joy, it was more for you like being creative, be silly, do something. I just recorded a video where I was lip syncing to a Celine Dion song, and I uploaded it on TikTok. I will upload it on Instagram tonight. And it was just so much fun to record this because, first of all, I love that song. Second of all, I used to love performing as a child, and I just started doing it again outside of my four walls. Like I'm doing it sometimes in here just by myself, but I went to a retreat a month ago with a very dear friend of mine, and we were just performing there, and then after that we had a girls night, and then we were performing Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, and that was so much fun as well. And now doing that again, I'm just like, yes, I need to do that more because this is so much fun to me. Like, this is bringing so much excitement in my body, and I feel like a little child again, and I feel joy, like really pure excitement and joy. And that's what I want you to follow this week as well, besides the allowing yourself to go into deep into things, to explore yourself more. Okay. And why I say that is because I feel like a lot of you, with all of that eclipse season and that hermit mode that everyone got into, you fell a little bit into boredom, a little bit into energy that you feel like you can't get out of. Like you feel a little bit stuck, and you even feel like, I don't know what to do with myself. Try to break that pattern by just doing something silly. Just do something silly. When you're like, find yourself being in bed and scrolling the entire day or Netflixing the entire day, just jump out of the bed and just do like blah, 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 or shake or dance, or just do something that is unexpected to break that pattern. Just like do it. No one's seeing you, you know. Maybe at some point you get to a point of like doing it like me in front of the camera. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, that's what is bringing us joy, to just be authentically ourselves, even if it is something absolutely silly like this. Okay, so I want you to try to get out of this boredom state, because it's blocking your blessings. You are blocking your opportunities. You are blocking your abundance by being lethargic and just laying around not doing anything. Okay, try to break that pattern. Let's see what the Oracle deck has to say to this. Okay, what is it I need to know, Spirit? What is it that this collective that I called in for this message need to know right now? Okay. Yes. Okay. Ooh. Okay, yes. You want this one too? And this one? Okay. Yes. So the first card that flew out was abundance in the reverse, and that's exactly what I'm saying. You are blocking your blessings. We have the manifestor next. The manifestor is the only energy type in the human design system. It's coming up a lot recently that is here to initiate things. The manifestors are unapologetic as fuck. You have to unapologetically embrace your fierceness, your power, who you really are. This is what is going to make this upright for the blessings and the abundance for you to come in. And then we have moon cycle, movement, and ride the wave came in together. You have to allow yourself to feel through the shit that is blocking you. What is keeping you from being silly? What is keeping you from being creative? What is keeping you from exploring your sexuality? What is keeping you from sharing your knowledge? What is keeping you from going deep? What is keeping you from exploring who you are? What is keeping you from doing that? You need to feel through this. This is when movement will come. And within a month, one moon cycle, you will see changes. You will see it even earlier, is what I'm hearing right now. But by after a moon cycle, you will see big changes. The moon cycle is right under the abundance. So sorry, right under the abundance. The movement is right under the manifester, and the wave is right under the fierce. So feel the shit to embody the fierceness. The movement will come when you are being unapologetic, and after a moon cycle, the abundance card will switch around. Okay, I want you to really allow yourself to be who you are. If you don't know who you are, if that is a thing that is difficult for you to answer, or you don't know what it is that brings you joy, you don't know what it is that brings you pleasure, you know what to do. Book a human design reading, book a psychic reading, get into the coaching with me. I help you. That's what I do. That's what I'm here for. That's why I do these videos, to help you. But sometimes we feel stuck and we need someone to really guide us. Don't hesitate. Book a free breakthrough session with me, and we can explore what that can look like for you. On the bottom of the deck, we have bold. Right after that, we have curiosity, and right after that, we have fucking creation. I don't even, like, this message is so fucking clear. I don't even have to say anything anymore. You know what to do. Okay? That was a short one, but very on point. Thank you for being here. Please like, comment, subscribe, send it to someone that needs it. We are growing slowly but steadily, and I love to see it. Thank you for supporting me. I show up for you every week, every day really, with my messages of the day. I would appreciate if you share my videos, if you like, comment, and subscribe. That is a thing that you can do if you are not in a position to support in a financial way. That is a very easy way for you to show back the love that I'm trying to give you. I am a one-woman show, and I would love to see you supporting me in this so I can continue to support you. Okay? I love you guys. I see you next week.